The federal government has so far released the sum of 5.1 trillion of the 6.06 trillion naira passed by the National Assembly in the 2016 budget. The Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, made this known at a meeting organized by the Joint National Assembly Committee on Appropriation, where she explained that the federal government has so far released 870 billion naira for capital expenditure.
From the presentation given to us by the AGF, you only applied 870 billion to the capital budget. And I kept asking the DG and the Minister of State Budget whether this borrowing, which are already affected, or which comes up to almost 1.8, almost 1 trillion, have been diverted to finance the current and personal cost.
The question about the application of borrowings is relevant, but I don't think the word divert is the right word. As you know, there's been a significant revenue shortfall this year. So it is not possible when you have a revenue shortfall to completely ring-fence your borrowings for capital, because you have a revenue shortfall and you have to pay your salaries. That having been said, the figure of 870 billion which you have cited does not include the proceeds of the Eurobond. We are yet to release those. So if you add those proceeds, you'll go over the 1 trillion mark. So the shortfall is not as big as it may look on the surface. So there's been no diversion. We've simply tried within a very difficult period, and as you remember, the production volumes went down below 1 million barrels a day during some periods, and yet we've been able to keep paying salaries. We don't owe salaries. We've kept paying pensions. We've kept funding our statutory obligations, judiciary, National Assembly, INEC, and so on and so forth. And, so obviously I actually think, we've really shown resilience this year in terms of how we've been able to balance the books and still do more than 1 trillion capital.